Welcome back to Rocky Knob Farming, our YouTube channel. I'm Jason Akers, and I'm out here in the pumpkin patch trying to till in between the rows. It'll probably be the last time I can get through them. We're going to have to spray. We are going to try to spray Sandia and get this grass worked down. That's why I want to spray within the next few days. That's why I wanted to till it and spray it with Sandia, and hopefully that'll take care of our weed problem. So as you can see, they start vining out in the rows, and I go through and lay them back so that we can get the tractor through one more time. It'll sure help on the weeds. So I wanted to take just a few minutes and tell you, I tell teachers all the time when these kids are trying to grow things at school, you want them to grow something that, to start out with, to be positive and so they can see a harvest. And pumpkins is not the beginner plant. Cucumbers grow relatively easy, green beans. There's several things out there that you can grow and not have to not just walk off from them per se, but there's a lot of things that you can plant, zucchini, squash, and it just comes. Pumpkins is a different breed of anything I've ever grown. It's probably been one of the most challenging that we've done here. Tanner and myself have learned so much over the past few years on what to spray, when to spray, and how to spray. And the other big thing that we've learned is buying treated seed. Jamie Hoffman with Outstanding Seed Company has been wonderful to work with and helped us to come up with our own little program on what we're spraying on. Every 6 days we're rotating what we're spraying, and some of the things that we're spraying is Acel, Quintec, Manzate, Sandia, Green Stem, Bravo. There's several different things that we spray, and we mix those sprays up. And we're also using a fertilizer called pumpkin juice that we're spraying that on foliar. We've got irrigation lines ran so that if we need to, we're going to irrigate. Now, we've started getting some rain, thank God, and we're getting enough rain to help the pumpkins right now. So we're not having to irrigate them yet. Now, another thing that we do is we prepare the soil, and that's something that I had to learn over the years on what to put in the ground and what to put down first before you plant, and potash being one of those. Pumpkins love sandy ground and they love potash. A few years that we planted pumpkins, it was a pretty well total failure. There's so many diseases, so many different things. Aphids is a big problem. Downy mildew, powdery mildew. It'll come in and ruin you. Deer's another problem in our area. Where we're planting at right now is fenced, and we don't really have that problem. But like at Tanner's house where we're at, he really has to watch the deer, because deer will come in and ruin you in one night. But I love planting these pumpkins, and here's why. So planting pumpkins and going through and finding these big pumpkins, we do the pumpkin house. For those that haven't followed me or haven't maybe seen what our content is, we furnish the pumpkins. A guy carves 3,000 every year, and we help him the whole month of October. So Rick is our number one buyer, and we always try to take care of him first, and we want him to have good quality pumpkins along with we sell them at the farmer's market. But the pumpkins, it brings me back when I was a child, to where you go out in the field and you find that big pumpkin. It's almost like Christmas morning when you open up that present and something that you've wanted. So with Outstanding Seed Company, we've actually had some of the best pumpkins that you could ask for, pretty stems, and we love being a part of it. So it makes us very proud of what we got going on, and I hope that our videos help you a little bit. Like I say, I'm not the number one know everything, but I'm just telling you what works for us, and we appreciate you all. I talked to a gentleman earlier, and he brought up something I want to bring up again. You know, I try not to run Christianity down someone's throat, but I do like to let people know that God does bring the harvest, and God's blessed me so much. Without God, I couldn't even walk or talk. Well, year and a half, I had a stroke. Didn't know if I was going to walk or talk, and I just like to give God all the praise and the honor and the glory. I just don't want to wear people out. I want them to see that I'm a Christian so that I don't have to tell them always. So if you don't know the Lord, you need to, because without God, nothing would be possible. I hope you enjoy this video, and if you got questions, let me know, and I'll be glad to answer. So here's an example. The vines being in the middle of the row. I'll go through and move these. Some of these over here, these next two rows, they're kind of too many, so I can't really move them. But I'm going to move these last two rows. That way that we can get in here and spray. So now you can see, I went through and moved all the vines so I can get through the row. Well, we're going to try to go on home and see how many beans Tab's got picked and start getting ready for the farmer's market tomorrow. Tanner's doing the other field, and we appreciate you watching. Like and subscribe, and share it with your neighbor. They always said you can learn a lot from a dummy, so maybe somebody can get on here and learn something about what they're trying to do. And I did this before, so you're not alone. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.